Are we live?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, doing drawing number 26. It's in metric. The basics you need to know for that is 25.4 millimeters in an inch. Okay, since it is 125 millimeters long, that's about 5 inches. We're doing this in isometric first. I find the center of my work area where the two lines intersect. From there, I come down half the width, so with the 30-60 degree triangle, coming down half the width, half of 125, 62.5. I draw it first, then I measure it. Now we're using the opposite side, 62.5 right there. Am I drawing dark enough? Can you see it on the cam?
Yeah.
Okay, then I come down half the depth. The depth of that one is 40, so we come down 20 millimeters, sorry. Remember on the metric system, remember that King Henry died Monday drinking chocolate milk for the prefixes, okay? The 20 would be 2 centimeters, or 20 millimeters. Now straight down, 1/2 the height. Here's the height is 60, so I'm coming down 30. Okay, this is just to find my starting point. Okay, now I come down 30 from that point. I have my starting point. At this point, I could erase the starting point if I wanted to. The only thing I'm really interested in is this point right here. From there, we just go according to the pink sheet. And we go
Hey, Mr. Gary, we can barely see what you're doing.
What's
we
that?
can barely see what you're doing. Move the drawing upwards.
Okay, I better scoot up a little bit. That better?
Yeah.
Okay, if you have to move forward more, you can. I do the 3 baseline. Baseline for the width. Baseline for the depth. Baseline for the height, going up this direction. Full size now. So the height of it, again, was 60. So I went up full size. I'm going up 6 centimeters is 60 millimeters. Here, 125. And over this direction, 40. Right there. Okay? So I'm doing it in metric. Just use the other side of the ruler. That's the easiest way to do it. Use the side that says metric. The only difference is these are in centimeters. We're doing it in millimeters. Okay? And it says at the bottom of that one, all dimensions are in millimeters. Now, I finish the object. I go on to step 2, draw the poles going up. Poles going up here. I put the roof on it. And now's when the tricky part starts. Since this object has some angles, you technically, to do this drawing right, you have to do the front view of it in an orthographic projection. So you have to do the front view of it in a regular 3-view drawing, and then you transfer points. Okay? So what you would do on the front view, you would do the regular front view. It says that there's a notch cut out. That's 125, or I'm sorry, 25 by 25 notch out of the back side here. So 25, 2.5 centimeters that way, 2.5 centimeters that way, and I cut this notch out. Notch it out, like so. Now for the angle. The only thing you know is in here it's a 45-degree angle. Okay? Now keep in mind, that is 45 degrees if it were on a flat surface. We have tweaked the isometric drawing 30 degrees this way and 30 degrees back so that we can see depth. So if you do 45 degrees, it's going to be incorrect. And that's what a lot of people did yesterday. They went 45 degrees. Really, the way that you need to do it is you need to do a front view. And it tells you on the front view to come up 12 millimeters. That's 1.2 centimeters, so right to there. Then you would do the front view on a 3-view drawing. and find out after you project this 45-degree angle where it intersects with the top. Once you find out where it intersects with the top, then you can take and transfer those 2 points, like this point and this point. You have to measure it. So to do this drawing correct, technically what you need to do is make a front view of it, transfer those 2 points. It is just a coincidence that when you take a 45-degree angle and you do it in isometric, a 45-degree angle always comes out to be 60 degrees with an isometric drawing. So if I take this and I use my 60-degree triangle, not 30, 60 degrees, it will come out right every time. Only by pure coincidence. Normally you cannot do that. Normally you have to do the entire thing, front view. If it's any angle other than 45, that's what you have to do. Okay? So you should know that on this one, darn it. Okay? So on this one, there's a lot of knowledge there. How do you get a drawing when they don't give us this top dimension here? You have to do the front view first, not all 3 views. You have to measure this point to this point, and then transfer it over onto the isometric. It's the only way you can do it. That's why they leave that dimension off on there. Okay? So a lot of information on there. You have to do that same thing on drawing 27, because it also has a 45-degree angle. You know, if you want to pretty your drawings up and, you know, do stuff like shading and stuff, you can shade them if you want to color them. You know, if you're an artsy person, you can do the shading and different things like that and make them look better than what I make mine look, but I was trying to go over it in a hurry. Okay? We draw the object, we draw the block first, and then come back, cut the shape out of it. Isometric, done easy, right there. That's probably the toughest isometric you'll do. Okay, cut.